Hi guys, welcome to Sophie's Sunday. So today I'm with Kefilwe. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Kefilwe Manoko. This is my friend, also my colleague, and today we'll be sharing our story as to how living with scoliosis has been like. Thank you guys so much for the questions that you've posted on her Instagram and also on my Instagram. So I hope we do answer everything that we can to the best of our ability. And I'm so sorry for the sound as well, if there's a bit of wind as well. I'm living in a hospital. You can imagine how it's like, but yeah, there's a lot going on. But anyway, without any waste of time, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off by explaining what scoliosis is. So this is not like a textbook meaning or the exact one, but yeah, it's
I'd be worried if you knew the textbook one.
but like yeah, scoliosis is basically a curvature of the spine. They say it's idiopathic, meaning that it just happens in J. It mostly occurs in your adolescent stage. Like I got mine when I was 14, I think. Yeah. So that's basically it. I don't know if Sophie wants to add anything.
No, it's literally self-explanatory, guys. There's a spine. Normal spine should be straight. Our spines, unfortunately, because we're like very special people, it's like has a curve. So yeah, I think what I'd add is it varies in degrees. So mine, when I was really involved in finding out if I could be better or not, was on 45 degrees. And what was yours on?
And I think my latest size before surgery was like around 62, give or take.
Oh my god, she just gave it away that she did surgery. This will come later.
Okay.
Since she gave it away already, might as well just tell us what happened, what led you to surgery and stuff.
It's a whole story, but okay. I found out that I have scoliosis in grade 8, and it was basically through other people. Like,
Really?
yeah, I didn't see myself. I thought I didn't see myself. I wasn't trying to go and play you one.
Akufakela stress ungastingi as in.
Okay, so I was in grade 8, and then this other girl would ask me about my blazer like every fucking day, dog. Let's see, why is your blazer askew? Look, you see blazer.
Oh my
And then I would fix it because I didn't know what was wrong.
Yeah.
And then, okay, that was that. And then at home, Kagiso like so witty. I was
It's
not
sure.
straight.
Yeah.
And firstly, I thought it was a posture problem. So I wanted to leave a waist trainer.
You didn't tell me that part.
And at that time, obviously, then feel mom, can you please buy me a waist?
Yeah.
So what I did was I took cling wrap, remember?
Okay.
And then I would wear it like every day.
Oh my
every
God.
day, continuously wear cling wrap, thinking it would help. Obviously, it didn't help. And then more people started seeing the problem. My granny,
Yeah, man,
the
but
rest of
Sunny
my
never.
the rest of my family. And then, okay, my mom wasn't interested, to be honest. She was just like, alright, this is so cool. And then, I think my granny was the one who took it seriously more than anything. And then I went to, at that time I was living at Chablani, so I went to the clinic there. I got there, I still remember that encounter word for word. Okay, I got there, explained to the doctor what's going on. Okay, he's like, oh, you know everything.
And it's just like, are you gonna help me or not?
And he wrote the x-ray form. So obviously the hospital is next door. Went to the hospital. Yo, the x-ray. Shock of my life.
I'll add a picture of it.
Can things get like this? Okay. So we went back to the doctor the same day. We went back to the doctor, and then I got a referral to go to Chris Hani Baragranat Hospital. And then, yeah, that's where my journey started, basically.
Okay. Very interesting, I guess. So I think before I even say anything, y'all gotta mind your own business. So what if my blazer is falling off my
Please,
fucking shoulder?
let
What
my
if it's
blazer
style?
fall.
Like, please. Very similar story to her. If I keep it short, I was a ballet dancer, and I always had this thing of every time my teacher would be like, Sophie, please increase your right shoulder. I'm like, yeah, what do you mean my right shoulder increase? What? You know?
Yeah.
And my mom would watch the dancing days, like with the lessons and stuff, and she was always like, she would make notes, you know. I almost like those very forward moms, so she would like write notes as to like what the teacher said today and stuff. And then she was always, every day when we get off, like, Sophie, you must increase your shoulder. I'm like, Mama, increase your shoulder, stand. So it was just always a movie every single day. And so my teacher is like, no, actually, you know, this doctor at Sosa Hospital there by school. Charlotte Mataka, yes. And she's like, she knows this doctor there, I should go check, you know, there's nothing, I won't lose anything by just, you know, checking. And then I went, and yeah, that's where shock of my life came. X-ray comes, 9 textbooks, I've always seen spine straight.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this real? And I mean, my family's so mean, like every day, like, what the hell is that, you know? So I guess also knowing now ended up making, like, when I told my friends, now they can see. So if your brain is falling, so if your bag is falling, now I'm an outcast. But yeah, so very similar story. Also, I was also in grade 8. I remember it was 2016. Yeah. So yeah, that's really interesting, I guess. I didn't know you got a waist trainer. You're serious about this.
I wanted it so bad.
So I just want to find out, how did that affect your self-esteem and being around people? Were you still wearing your normal clothes? Did you get a brace? What happened after getting that x-ray that looked like a dog?
To be honest, not a lot changed, because even before I wasn't that outgoing person. Like, I wasn't really, so
Like
not
now,
a lot
you weren't
changed.
like now.
I'm not like that. Girl.
Yeah, the smiley says a lot.
But okay, yeah, I didn't have like high self-esteem and stuff, so it just took me like 10 steps back. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to be around people, but my wardrobe kind of did change. It kind of did change. I used to wear hoodies. You'd see me in a hoodie.
Oh my
Come rain or
word.
sunshine, make no mistake, I would be in a hoodie.
Sure.
I don't wear crop tops, no tight things. And my self-esteem was low, because I also are we gonna get to that part? The brace part.
Yeah, can I share it now?
Because I also used to wear a brace to school. I was basically forced to.
What's a brace?
Yeah, a brace is a brace. We'll come to that. So we'll come to that.
Okay.
So I used to wear a brace, and obviously when people hug you, they kind of ask you, "Oh, what's wrong?" And now you have to explain, because no, this is this and that's that. So yeah, that took.
I think the explaining yourself is like kind of setback, you know.
Yeah, and it takes a lot from you. Everyone is interacting. We're in high school. We're building like relationships that we take forward in life. Like even after high school, some people are still friends. So that's where it starts basically. But I mean, I felt shunned out in a way.
Yeah.
It's like you can't.
Shit, man. Do you need a hug? Do you need a tissue? No.
Yeah, so I felt that way. It's like, you can't really know these
People.
And sometimes, okay, there's one encounter that I remember, because obviously high school is big groups and stuff. So low was low.
Yeah.
So okay, people would bring their friends. Okay, we would mingle with them. And one day, this other, I don't know, let's call her friend. But yeah, that person came and told me, go to her friend, said, I'm weird.
So you're asking yourself, am I weird or is my spine weird? Arret! Dang it, shame, man, I can understand. So I guess it did affect you socially to some extent, right? So yeah. I guess with me, it did affect me. Not so much. Okay, I don't know. So I started swimming skew. at school. So I'd be sewing, but then I'd go at an angle, and it was just, I just didn't understand how that was. Are you laughing at me? You're part of the problem. So it is not a problem, but I think I started owning the problem. So before anyone could like joke about it or laugh about it, I would laugh about it myself first and then make myself the joke, so that it's like overcompensating the pain, which isn't so good to deal with a problem. Don't take that advice, but it helped me. I think what broke me was dancing. So with ballet, it was just a movie. Like I was a pretty good dancer, and the fact that your spine determines your flexibility, it determines the technique. It's literally the heart of ballet. So me having to mind that, and every single second I need to, after dancing, then I must go think about, did I do this right? It just got to me, and yeah, it wasn't so cool anymore. I started it's just the love I watched the love of dancing slowly fade away. And I had really cool friends, I guess, and as much as we would joke about it, like sometimes they would annoy me because, like, you know, like it's nice when I joke about it, but like don't now you joke about it too much. It's not your joke, it's my joke. But like to some extent I got it. They didn't want to make me feel too sad about it because I got drama for days, you know. So yeah, socially I wasn't so excluded, but with the ballet it was like, yo, already I'm black. So yeah. Okay, so I think that's where so from this point, that's how my journey compared to Kefilwe's journey went into opposite directions. So normally when you have scoliosis, you are given a brace, which is like figure belt.
Okay, the opposite of the waist trainer I wanted, but
the waist trainer that was actually gonna help. So
the correct waist trainer was there.
I'll add a picture of how it looks like. But like it basically keeps your posture upright, and it starts decreasing the angle as which your spine is curved at. It doesn't really give you 100% results, but it's something. It's getting somewhere, you know. And then Kefilwe opted to, okay, so I got a brace for a few months. I hated the fact that I couldn't wear nice tight tops, no crop tops.
This one.
I hated that I must go to a mall with this thing. I was like, that means my social life down. I was like, no ways am I doing this. So I left it. Sometimes I'd pack it and pretend like I'm wearing it so that my family could be happy. But like, as soon as I'm out of that house, I was like, ain't no way God gave me this. He gonna take it away. I believe in prayer. That's all that matters, you know. But she decided to get it, and she wore it full time. So I guess you're gonna tell us how it felt being braced up.
Okay, so firstly, bear in mind I was at bar, so that should say a lot about the waist trainer I got. Firstly, it was plastic, and plastic is hot. Yo, plastic is hot, guys.
JM.
Yo, yes, JM. It was that hard plastic. So firstly, it was hot. Secondly, what was my other problem about it? It's hard. Like, it's hard. And obviously, none of my bamba, you can feel what you have.
Yeah.
There's a Terminator vibe going on. So that's why I didn't like to wear it. And as Sophie said, it's supposed to correct the spine to some extent. But mine went on and on and on.
And it felt like it was getting worse.
It did get worse.
Really?
Yeah. Even
Crazy.
with the brace, that's why I got the surgery. And what else? And I didn't have an option really. I come from a big family, and like everyone was involved. Everyone. Even my brother. Yeah, no bicycles. Yeah, no more like going brace now time. Yeah, impress our fun is great.
Oh my word! When did it get to that?
And I thought maybe not living with my mom would make like the situation better, and like I never landed as much. Yeah, not my grandfather. Not my grandfather. Yo, I would see his shots with my mom. I was good at the doctor say, and I'm still supposed to wear the brace. So obviously, we were home. She got it, so I wore it every day basically. But I hated every minute of it. Yo, I hated that thing with a passion. Yes, sis. Yeah, so glad I got over that. But yeah, mine, I got 2 types of braces in my journey actually. The first one was that one, and I didn't like it. Okay, so the second type of brace I got was a bit more nicer. It looked like a bulletproof vest. I'll send Sophie the photo. So that one was a bit better than the plastic one. But obviously I didn't want to wear it because I'm fun and high school, that's the only thing. Like literally the only
but
thing.
imagine if it was primary. Imagine if it was primary.
Like primary would have been better.
No way. No way.
So like, okay, I didn't want to wear it because obviously but that one was better. I don't know why they gave me that brace, honestly. Okay, yeah, I think I know. To keep it in place. Because obviously it's fresh, it's new, so it's susceptible to moving. So they gave me that to keep it in place. Yeah.
Oh, so you were still wearing the old brace and then wearing this on top?
No, I would never.
Yeah, she nearly bit me off. Excuse me, I'm not the brace.
But yeah, I wore that one only. I wonder where is it? Yeah, but yeah, I had 2. One before the operation and another one after.
Oh, so you went for an up?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I'll share.
Did you share your brace story?
No, I told them that I did not wear that thing. Like, I was not gonna wear that thing. It was either when I leave the house and they force me to wear it, I wear it as soon as I'm in that transport. Plus, like, yeah, it was off me. Like, there was no way I was wearing that thing. And I made things worse, I mean. But it's fine.
Major inconvenience.
It was like a setback. It's like my spine's already skewed. That's a problem.
Now I have to wear this.
Now I must wear this thing number 2. So it means I can't have a curved spine and be bougie because I mean I have to wear now hoodies every single day. Winter, summer. Oh wow, it's
rain or shine.
So no. Yeah.
So on the operation thing, Mina, from the first day, literally. Okay, my doctor told me, oh, what a wonderful man. Oh my God, what a wonderful man. He told me that I have 2 options. Option 1 was going to be explored first. Obviously now I know because I'm doing medicine. You don't just jump straight to surgery. You explore other options first, given the age 40. Because okay, yes, my bones were malleable, but given the age, I'm 14, I'm gonna grow, so
it could grow
the
and
growth
fix
could
itself.
The growth could defy the rods they put in, so it could go back again. So that's why I had to wait. He did tell me that I had an option year brace that I had to wear. I wore. And then he did tell me that later on I could explore the option year surgery. From that day, guys, I like quick results. Instant
Ain't no time to wait, boy.
Instant payment, instant results. My things. So yeah, from that day that they told me, I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I want. And I hate that I was so invested in that because it made life a living hell for me because it came later, given the fact that I was attending at a public hospital. So yeah, and at that stage I wasn't aware of those facts.
You just thought they said operation, so tomorrow you book it in. Yeah.
Soon and very soon. And such luck, hey? What happened? They told me I could get the surgery. And I got booked for 1 million appointments after. Every 3 months I would go for an appointment. And it wasn't nice. It really wasn't nice. Because firstly, I could feel like how my mom was feeling there. Like it takes a lot for you as a parent to show up and be there for your child, because now you feel some type of way about these things.
Yeah.
And like
and it's
really
huge,
sad.
man. It's a spine operation. It's not like I'm fixing my hand or something.
Because I saw it took away a lot from her. And okay, so those were the appointments. And really, I didn't like it because, okay, I think I said this. But anyway, I didn't like it because they didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. Every day was like, I just continue wearing your brace. We'll let you know when you're ready for surgery. Every day is every day. And towards the end, when I actually got the surgery, I would cry, and I can't cry in front of my mom because already it's a lot for her.
She's sad, and
So,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, you're such a cute child. Oh my God, stop it.
I would cry. What did I do to deserve this? I'm not a perfect child, but what did I do to deserve this? And at that point, there weren't many people I knew who had scoliosis. Like,
true. I mean, I also you're the first person that I've met who's done a surgery and who's actually lived with it in very similar ways. So yeah.
So it was very sad. And then, but I had the support of my family. I come from a very big family, as I said, and they all were so supportive. From my grandparents right down to my siblings, everyone was so supportive of me. They used to call me after every appointment, check in with what did the doctor say, explore really other options for me. Like it was nice. Yeah, it was nice having that.
If you don't know, your family's got you.
I knew
now
then,
you at that time.
Yeah. And then the operation came. I did my operation in 2020, right before COVID. Thank the Lord.
You would have thought life doesn't want you, hey?
Yeah. I did my operation in 2020, right before COVID. Thank the Pope. What happened, Val?
So like beginning of the year, like Jan.
Beginning of the year. Because I remember I didn't go to school when school opened. So it was definitely in Jan. I'm trying to recall the events leading to the surgery. Okay, I had a normal appointment for one. And then, that's when my doctor brought it up because it might be coming sooner than expected. And so I was happy, but I wasn't too happy because, you don't give patients false hope.
Yeah.
So he maintained that. It might.
It might be, but don't get your hopes up.
But don't get your hopes up. And then, I just saw that cat. Let me kill it.
Guys, there's cats here.
Okay, so we went for the appointments. He told me, I must be ready. It might be coming soon, whatnot. He prepped us and whatnot. And then I got a call, I must come to the hospital. Was it a Monday? My appointments are usually on a Monday, so I'm not sure. It most probably was a Monday. I went, and they almost jiggies at me. But because my doctor is my doctor.
Because he's
a doctor. Okay, he said, he has a bed for me, and then, I was ready to go. They took blood, done everything, and then the day of the operation came. I forgot the dates.
Yeah.
Typical me. The day of the operation came. Okay, they tell you obviously don't eat, don't drink anything, and the anesthesiologists come and then they explain, this is gonna be done to you, whatnot. They explain to them.
Come on, you don't even care. Everything is bumping. It's just like, can I just do this up and
do it now? No anesthesia needed, Baba. You can cut me now. Yeah. Okay, and then we did review x-rays for the last time, and Lapuya is bad. And then I went in, it was a 7 or 11. I was somewhere in between the surgery. My family was there, obviously, everyone. They all showed up for me in the most amazing way possible. And recovery wasn't such a big deal for me. And another thing, I thought I would hate my skull with everything in me. But guess what?
She's rocking up in mini dresses that are open back. So please.
Definitely. Anything. Yeah, so I love it. I absolutely love it. You see the scar on my back and this one? Trademark. There's nothing.
There's no Kefilwe without those two.
There's nothing you can do. And recovery was okay. I wasn't stressed about it. I wasn't pressed, so I didn't focus more on that. I was more focused on going home because I was it. I was focused on going home, and sleeping at the hospital doesn't make sense. It took me a week to be discharged because obviously you have to fast track the situation at a public hospital. And to fully recover, I think it took me, or not fully, but to be halfway there, to be able to do everything again
that you used to be able to do.
I think it took me a month. Okay. And that month, that's where I saw good. That's where I saw I came to have my family.
They've got you.
Because obviously my mom had to go to work, so
someone had to look
yeah. So as I was saying, like, I used to wake up, breakfast in bed.
Oh man, big vibes.
My granny would tell everyone, and everyone would just come. No, we heard that you're in hospital. We brought you some fruits. It was nice. My sister used to bath me. That was kind of depressing because she still reminds me till this day.
Oh, Kefilwe well.
That's cute. And then what else? That was the journey for me. And I was from there. I went one way. Up.
Only up.
Only one way from there. Yeah, that's when I started falling in love with my life.
Oh,
and that's when I started appreciating it more. Like I could see what I mean. There's nothing wrong with me now. Because that was the promise I made to myself. I wonder if this could be fixed, I would be fine with it.
Right, man. Watch me complain
I'd never wish to be anyone else if I could just get my spine fixed. And I'm happy to say that I've maintained that quite well. I'm comfortable in my body. I love this body. I love what this body does for me.
What does it do?
Hey, this body.
Yeah.
This body. It does it for me.
Sorry,
So now I'm comfortable in my body. I love my body. I love what my body does for me. I'm very comfortable in my body. I love what it does for me. Carries me. Don't look at me like that.
Bombastic side eye.
It carries me day to day. Whether tired or not, I can still show up and do my best because of this body.
The body's your temple.
Hey, temple. Let's keep it.
Oh my
temple. And
wow, what's that? Operation. So like I said, with me it is always a thing of I don't want to do this. First stage of grief, they say it's what? Denial. That was me. I was like, no ways. Why me? Why denial? Like,
they did it.
And I started like searching, and I would see that like a lot of people actually do have scoliosis. Can actually go through your whole life with scoliosis without actually knowing. So I had this hope because man, I'll just it'll get better, you know. And with us, the doctors that I had, like I didn't have one straight doctor, so I think there were two that would have, and like it would just depend on when I'm attending. So there was the mean doctor and there was the nice doctor. So I guess he wasn't mean, he was just too straightforward. Because I remember, I will never forget that day. That's where I actually decided, because actually no, I'm not doing this. So he said to me, there's only one thing that you can do now, because my spine is on 45 degrees, so they call that the T junction. So it's either you turn right or you turn left, and left meaning
an inside
so I was like, that's a story. So I didn't know if like I should right or left, meaning I was either do the operation or continue with it for the rest of my life, meaning it could still be growing with me for the rest of my life, or there'll be a point where my growth span stops and then it stops where it is, or it takes it or it fixes itself. So it was very confusing, put a lot of strain on my mom. She's a very dramatic person, so I just didn't understand what's going on. And I remember he said, and by the way, you know that it's a spine operation, so if you decide to do it, then that means that will be the end of your career, your ballet career. And mind you, I had just joined Joburg Ballet, which is it's a big company, and I was doing well, so it was like, I mean, I'm not that smart. So if life, if life doesn't go well, I mean, I could literally fall on this. So I was like, yo, are you literally making me, a 14-year-old, or I don't even know how old I am at that time, make this decision? Like, what, you know? And my mom always had this thing of, no, I'm gonna support what you wanna do. I'm like, yo, he's just making things 10 times worse. And she was lying, because we would go to parties and stuff and she'd make me an outcast. Like, but I understand she was trying, but I was an outcast. Kids would sit on benches and chairs and stuff, and like if I was sitting on the floor, yo, she'd call me. She's like, no, sit on my chair on the couch. I'm sitting with grannies just because my spine is crum. Oh, what, guys? And I think where I actually decided was I went to New York in 2019, and firstly I was black in that country, and you know how America is, and in the class that I was in there was just a lot of I was the only black person there, and there were other South Africans there but yeah, there's a party in this place that we're at. So, and there were other people from South Africa, but I was different, I guess. And that already was a sit.
Ballet.
It was bad. That put a strain on me. On the day of the competition, I pulled a hamstring because I was trying to do something that everyone was doing that I didn't know. Me, I have two problems. When I'm doing something, I mind my back as well. So I don't know what happened to me on that day, and I pulled my hamstring. Couldn't find my mother because she was out with friends that she met somewhere there. So it was just a mess. And then they all had to, like, you know, when they take your medical history, they want to know what you have, and this is now I'm explaining that I have scoliosis. Like, oh, makes sense. What do you mean makes sense? Like, what? You know? So it really crushed me. It broke my heart. I remember I had forgot about time zones, so I called my ballet teacher. I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. Time he's sleeping, he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this career. I just want to do the operation. I'm done. Like, fuck everything. You know, I was just over it. And I just wish that didn't happen. That's why a lot of people, when they ask me, like, did you have fun there and stuff, it's always yeah, but I wouldn't go back. Do you understand? Because it really like changed my life a lot. Sometimes I wish like I didn't go there, because maybe I would have still been a dancer. I wouldn't have cared so much. And with the operation, I think my dad made it a big deal. He was on some spine. Loco in the spine. I'm getting fun. Yo. So I was like, yo, imagine being a cripple of a child, and some of the doctors weren't even nice. I should have went to Labo Yokonas.
That's the best.
And to be honest, it still does affect me, like, on a daily basis. Some of my back gets tired. Like, I choose to ignore it, but like it does get tired, it does get sore sometimes. Sometimes clothing, like, oh, like the pain, yes. Or like sometimes you'll find like a strap falling down, and I have to continue. Now it looks like I'm clumsy, but it's not. It's just my shoulder is higher than the other. It's also not ideal for me to carry my bag on, especially on one shoulder. It's better if they balanced on the shoulders, or if it's the higher one. And even with pictures, if you look at my pictures, I will always pose on my left side than the side, because then it looks weird. There's just a lot that still happens in my head. And also now I feel a bit too older for the operation. So I don't know, some of the choices that I decided to take, but not so great. But I guess fear and family was also not so much towards that. And the ballet, something that I sacrificed for, but I ended up not dancing even anymore, so I might as well just have done it. And also, even with ballet, within the ballet aspect, there's flexibility and there's technique. So I was more stronger in the flexibility than the technique. So already, if you take away my spine, you're taking away my flexibility. So now I don't have flexibility and I don't have technique. So it means it's chai. So I was like, oh my word. And I mean, my flexibility helps me a lot. It's working for me, you know? So there was a lot going on. But yeah, it's been a journey and a half, I must say. Yeah, I don't know. There were a few questions that people asked, but I feel like I answered them during. I think so. Yes, most of them. Okay, so I had asked a few questions on my Instagram the other day as to if they wanted to know anything. So gonna answer those, and that should be a wrap. So what's the first question?
Okay, first question says, I want posh. It's kicking in.
Okay, so
let's wrap it up. It's, would you say having scoliosis influenced your decision to study medicine?
Oh, that's a
Me
interesting
personally,
question.
not scoliosis, but the care that I got from having scoliosis. Like, the feeling that I got, as I said, my doctor, I took, not another story. I took a survey after the operation. So you would say, good to you, how do you feel about your appearance? How do you feel generally? And it was a lot of stuff about self-image and self-esteem. So my scores were very, very low for that thing. Now, it was odd. It was out of 8. And that's why I don't ask. But I would give like 2s, nothing more than a 4. And you're like, no, are you mad? Have you seen yourself? Yo, you're so beautiful. And there's like people who aren't as beautiful as you, but would definitely give themselves an 8. You need to pick it up, girl. And I was like, okay. All around, the care all around, I knew this is where I should be.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I wish I could say the same thing. So, not really. There's other things that brought me to this, studying this. But yeah, I guess if I had experienced the same type of care, maybe, and maybe with what he had given me, that bullshit that I was busy being told, I want to make sure that no one ever experiences that type of pain. So yeah.
How does it affect
That
your
one we
daily
answered.
life?
I think we can skip that one. How did you feel
Yeah,
after finding a diagnosis? I think we answered that as well.
But I felt like
What's
We
scoliosis?
covered that.
Were you guys born with it? No, we said we
No.
got it later in life.
Yeah.
Are you
I
better
did
today? I'm fine.
I look better.
No big egg,
I look
but I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
What symptoms? Yo,
Would you
back pain.
experience?
Definitely.
Number one, and should
The
be
back pain
bold.
gives it away.
Back pain.
Oh my god, the back pain you
Yeah.
get from that thing. Diabolic.
Back pain
Yes,
and diabolic
It's
back pain.
diabolic back pain. It's not ordinary back pain.
Yeah.
No one my age should be experiencing that.
I'm
back
too young
pain.
to be having back pain. What do you mean?
No
Like,
child in grade 8 should be experiencing that back pain. Ain't no way,
Yeah.
my boy.
what
This now.
what diagnosed? What did they say? Okay, so the causes
Is idiopathic.
it's not known.
Yeah, it's unknown.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you had to get surgery done for it. If so, was it expensive?
Oh, and yeah, going back to the surgery story, I had an option of going private or staying in public because at that time I had medical aid. But my doctor, sense from heaven, he told me, Guti, going with medical aid, it's gonna be a lot because one, it requires more than one orthopedic surgeon, and already that guy's a specialist. So obviously, if I'm gonna pay for like 3+ orthopedic surgeons, it's gonna cost a shit ton of money. There's nurses included. Anesthesiologists are very expensive. So all around, it could cost you anywhere between 1,800 or 200.
Or over
yeah, somewhere in between there. So I wouldn't recommend, but if you have the means.
If you got the guap, go for it. Okay, I'm not gonna answer the lactose intolerant one. Does it feel odd when you sit, or how does it affect your posture? You can probably tell by now that I'm sure it's deviated. I'm not even gonna try fix it.
It doesn't feel odd when you sit. Like, it doesn't feel some type of way, but
like after some time. And it feels normal until someone says, why are you sitting skew? And also, like, if I'm sitting, see, like now I don't have back support, now I'm tired. Does having scoliosis make you more susceptible to back injuries?
No.
And how does the curved spine affect your everyday life? I think that was also answered. So yeah, I don't know. Reach the end of this episode. If you have any further questions, I know some questions come about when you're listening. You're more than welcome to drop them on the comment section, and we'll gladly answer. And yeah, thank you so much, Kefilwe.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
So ready to come back. I'm just joking. I don't want to come back.
She's been asking to come back.
I don't want to come back. It's too much admin.
Director, special thank you to our director as well. You'll see her in our next video as well. She is so excited to be part of this as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, be back for the next Sophie Sunday.